What is up guys, Andy Forrest Team Runner here. Welcome back to another video. This is another long run video. You've seen a lot of these during marathon training. This is a progression long run and this is the first long run since my marathon. So let's talk about today's goals, just like we normally do. So this is my second week of base training, just at the end of it. And what I wanted to do and had planned to do was to kind of put a little bit of an effort in today. I wanted to do a steady long run, but I did want to put a little bit of a push in there, kind of get a bit of zone 3 work in there today. Not a lot, but just to really start to get the legs moving. Did some strides after yesterday's long run. It's the first time I put any kind of speed in the legs and it felt great. Well, Matt messaged me yesterday and said, what are you doing for your long run? I said, I can be persuaded. Talk to me. What have you got planned? I'm off plan now until 22nd of May. And he said he was going to do 90 minutes to 2 hours, probably easy, steady. And I said, well, let's do steady. I had steady planned. Are you up for steady? Does that work? Let's do 2 loops of the cycle track. Being really keen. That'll be just about 18 miles, just shy of about 1 hour, 50, 55 or something like that. And he was like, yep, sounds great. And then I got even more excited and said, hey, why don't we do a progression? Let's do a nice easy loop. I'm parked down here at Canop, which is at the bottom of the cycle track loop. Let's go that way. Let's run up a 250-foot hill. Let's go up a bit more and have a lovely 4.5 mile gentle decline back down to here. Let's do it easy. Let's then push up the hill moderate. Let's get to the top, and when we get to that peak with 4.5 miles to go downhill, let's push. So that's the goal today. Going to put a little bit of a surge in. Now, I wouldn't normally fuel on this sorts of stuff, and I'm certainly not going to be fueling like I did during marathon training, but I have got a couple of gels with me because this is the first long run since the marathon. Not sure how I'm going to react. Mileage has been a lot lower. But this is probably going to be exactly what I need today to get and kickstart really my training over the next few weeks. So as you can see, weather's not particularly on our side, but I am going to derobe this jacket. I'll put a hat on, wait for Matt to turn up, and we'll get rolling. Alright, so just coming up to 5 miles in, and yeah, at the top of the loop now, so getting ready to enjoy the nice down. One thing to note, I think, that's striking me, yeah, I'm not fit. So I talked about an easy loop. My heart rate's only just coming down into the 140s. I'm not paying too much attention, but when I was coming back up there and chatting, I was in the 160s, and the pace is 7.25 per mile. So, you know, it just shows we've still got it inside us, the fitness is still there, but we're just a little bit deconditioned. So yeah, just clicked over 5 miles, 37 minutes, we're rolling downhill now. Right, so we're 6 miles in, we're talking, and we are talking about plans coming up. You are approaching a similar type of block to me now, coming off the back of London Marathon, going into the speed stuff.
It's time to get fast!
Yes! What are you doing in May and beyond? Tell the people.
Using some of the conditioning I put in over the miles for the marathon, trying to get fast. Looking forward to racing a lot more frequently. I've got some times in my head that I'd like to beat, but for me, my main objective is to enjoy racing, to enjoy that competitive side of it, and hopefully, like some of the series I'm doing, hopefully start to beat some of the boys I lose to in the first race, in the second and third race.
Nice.
So in May, I've got Rose in 4 mile, I've got Caerphilly 10k, which is the Welsh champs, And then I've got like the 10k PB, 10,000 meters on the track, which I can't wait for.
So in terms of London Marathon, come off the back of that now, we're 2 weeks post-London. How are you feeling? How's the body held up post-London?
Yeah, pretty well actually. Took a full week off. Was itching to run by about Thursday.
Nice.
But decided to give myself the whole week off.
It's good.
And then this week...
Listen people, listen. A week off is good. A week off is good.
Yeah, I wasn't going to force this week, was just going to have fun with it. But I have done a couple of threshold sessions, some cross training as well, and some easy miles. But yeah, it's been a good first week back into it. Haven't hammered it, but racing is coming up, so I had to do something.
Loop 1 done, let's hit the lap button. 9.04 miles. Kick into moderate. So you want to talk about not being conditioned. We're 2.5 miles into this moderate section. It's probably another 2 to go. Coming up that big hill, heart rate hit 170. Madness. So definitely said to Matt, I'm not in the shape I was, but I won't lie, I do feel okay. So I'm still excited to put the hammer down. Alright, we made it to the top of the loop, nearly 5.5 miles, about to hit the lap button for the last 3.5, just as we go around this corner up the hill, hit lap, and we'll see what we can do for the final 3.5. Push, last mile, my stomach has dropped, so I'm going to try and get to my camera battery is being terrible, so I've wrapped it at 3 miles, left off 1/2 mile, stomach's dropped, but that was so worth it. 2 hours in the bank, some really fast. So there we go, wrapped that run up. GoPro was starting to die then, as you saw. Battery, it's still got lots of life in it. Classic GoPro. Pull the battery out of the case, put it back in, it comes back to life. It still says it's got 50%, but it won't record a clip for more than 5 seconds long. So yeah, overall, really happy with that. Drop the hammer. I haven't checked the splits yet. I don't know what they were. On my watch, I only have auto lap. I have auto lap off, so I only get that kind of overall average pace for the segment. So I think, well, you would have seen it on screen, but I think it was like 7:15 or 7. No, was it 7:20 something for the first 9 miles, and then, or 7:15 I think it was, and then 6:52 for the moderate portion. And then drop the hammer in the last bit. Now the last bit was exciting. I haven't checked the mile splits. Going to anticipate maybe there was a 5:20 in there, maybe 5:30s, because I went through the first sort of mile. I glanced and it said 5:45 pace, but then my average after the 3 miles was 5:34. So I must have kind of got into the 5:20s at some point. And it's just good fun to open up the legs, let gravity take me, and just put in a good little effort at the end. That's exactly what I love. These rust busters are what get us going again. I love the challenge of getting fit. I'm feeling good. I'm really feeling like things are starting to click again, and today was a nice suffering way, but a nice way to get things back on track. And I appreciate Matt's company. It's always a pleasure to run with Matt. He's such a great guy, and it's always, if you can, don't tell Matt this, but run with someone that's faster than you, because they really push you mentally and physically. It's great to run with him. Obviously my paces don't match up with his paces. He's a 2:24 marathoner and I'm a 2:40, so we are vastly different in that term. But it's nice to just get out and share some miles, and then yeah, you can push a little bit and enjoy yourself. The weather today was vile, but do you know what? Company makes it better. We clocked 2 hours overall, and I can't ask for anything more. So yeah, really appreciate today, guys, and hope you enjoyed this one. Glad to be back with Matt. Obviously things will be changing as of May the 21st, 22nd, because that's when we're kicking in to 10k training. So next week I'll probably do another long run, maybe with Matt, hopefully. I don't know if he's racing actually, but if he's not, I'll try and grab him for another long run. If not, I'll see you next weekend. And yeah, that's it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please do consider giving it a like, share with your friends, and subscribe to the channel for weekly running content. I'll see you in the next one. Until then.